Episode 9 is set to end the Skywalker saga and the sequel trilogy itself by writer and director J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, one thing to truly look forward to is, of course, the first set of footage of Episode 9, something that a lot of people have been waiting so very long to see, in the form of a teaser trailer. Now, we do know that Disney and Lucasfilm have a teaser that exists, and they're just waiting to drop this thing for Episode 9 to the fans in order to let everybody know about the overall tone of this movie and J.J. Abrams' vision and what he aims to do with the final installment of this current trilogy. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set leaks, the set designs, the concept art and storyboard descriptions, etc. However, what's really exciting has all to do with the teaser trailer of Episode 9, is that Disney, Lucasfilm, and of course CBS are negotiating on showing some Episode 9 related content in the form of a teaser at this year's Super Bowl on February 3rd, in the form of 3 30-second slots, which would add up to a whole entire teaser trailer being separated. Now, I think that's a very smart technique when it comes to marketing a movie like Episode 9. Now, the only problem with all of this, the fact that they are negotiating with CBS and really trying to get the footage in at the Super Bowl, which I hope they are successful, I'm not quite sure if it will either hurt Avengers Endgame or any of the Marvel, projects that are actually coming out in the near future, such as Captain Marvel, Avengers Endgame, Spider-Man Far From Home. All that stuff will be debuting as well at the Super Bowl, alright? A lot of different teasers and TV spots and trailers, etc. So for Episode 9 to quite possibly be a part of the Super Bowl, is that a bad or a good thing that'll take away the popularity from the other films? Now, I don't think it's going to do anything at all. I think that every single movie will have their own piece of limelight at the Super Bowl, so I think it's a smart move by Disney and Lucasfilm, and if CBS is able to pull this off, which they will, if they come to a deal and they actually sell the footage to CBS properly, I think that they can pull this off very well. Now, the thing here is this: if they're going to do this, there's a lot of word that we could very well be getting the title reveal one whole week before the actual Super Bowl, and actually learn more about Episode 9 and its footage before it actually drops during the Super Bowl. So the fact that Disney and Lucasfilm are really trying to get this thing out early, because you guys may have heard that they were actually doing a lot of different reshoots and script rewrites and trying to implement a lot of the new footage into the teaser in order to show us, the fans, exactly what's to come in this movie properly. So with Disney and Lucasfilm, you can tell that they're just really trying to do whatever they have to do in order to get this footage out there and to get that title reveal dropping as soon as February of 2019, because at that point, you're pushing 10 months until the release of the movie, and it's kind of getting close with no content released at all whatsoever. If you look at The Last Jedi, at least at the time, we had the title reveal, I believe it was on January 26th, or the 23rd, if I'm not mistaken. So there's a lot of talk that we could be getting this title reveal very soon, and that Episode 9's related content in the form of a teaser, in the form of 3 30-second slots during the Super Bowl, could very well be a successful deal between Disney and CBS for this year's Super Bowl on February 3rd. Now, I think that this is a smart move. I think it would be a pretty big mistake if they actually don't do this. If they don't do this at the Super Bowl, what other great way to do this other than showing the title reveal and, of course, Episode 9 related content at such a major event as, a game like this, where everybody's tuning into their TVs, everybody's out at bars and restaurants watching it. It's probably the best thing that you can really do, especially for a Star Wars movie that's being marketed as the final installment of the Skywalker saga and the end of the end for this saga. I think that they really have to get the ball rolling ASAP. So this is definitely a good move on their part, the fact that they are really trying to get that footage into the Super Bowl right now. And the fact that this Episode 9 title reveal is looming. It's really on the way. It's about to drop in the nearest future, and I cannot wait to see exactly what this movie is going to be called. So what do you guys think about all of this? Do you think that the Super Bowl is really a good way to do things in the form of 3 30-second slots? So what does this necessarily mean? This actually means that in the beginning, at some point in time in the Super Bowl, you could see 30 seconds worth of footage of episode 9. Let's say, for example, for the character of Rey, this Christmas, and it says the actual title itself. Then 30 minutes later, you get another 30-second slot showing Kylo Ren, this Christmas, new footage, title reveal, release date. And then they show more footage of, like, let's say, for example, the new characters or some of the other sequel characters. And then, that's basically the whole entire teaser, except split separately into 3 parts throughout the Super Bowl running on itself. So I think that's a real good format, the fact that Disney and Lucasfilm and CBS are trying to do it that way. This way, they can kind of drag it out and keep the fans tuned into the game. And I think it's really quite a clever move, if you guys had to ask me. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.